you're a very young leader, and that I look through the demographic. I think for the 41% or more than 49% of Johorians are very young.
Yes.
Okay? And
So I represent them.
yeah, yesterday I went through the. I had a discussion with people from Undi 18, and they told me this election, more than 49 to 50% people which are 18 and of course up to 40 lah, they one shot lah, but still young. I was doubt 40 is young, but never mind. The whole is more than 51%.
You're right.
So Johor is 49%, which are very young people.
Yes.
So can you share with us what do these young Johorians think? They're very crucial because what are the issues that matter to them and what they hope to see in Johor. And because you are a young leader, obviously they can relate to you better lah. Okay. Since becoming a Besar, what are the things that you have listened to them, and what you can do for them, and you hope to do for them, because these are the majority of the people in Johor.
Well, I think there are a few. One is economy. That is a priority. Getting jobs and jobs that can, for them to have more income. Yeah. Secondly, I see sports as another important uniting factor. Recently, Datuk, for the first time in the history of Sukma, Johor became champions. So that really, I think, was a very good moral booster for Johor. And obviously, under the leadership and stewardship of the Mahkota Johor, we've won so many trophies, the Super League, Piala FA, and I think that makes the youth united, But we're not going to stop there. Obviously, housing is a very important subject that we're looking at. Affordable houses, rumah-rumah mampu milik, rent-to-own houses. Those are policies that we are studying thoroughly. We're already working with the developers, sitting down with them, engaging them, to make sure that whatever policy that we come up, it is something that has been thought through thoroughly for the benefit of the people, especially the young. So these are the three, I think, major things that we are looking at in terms of our youth. Yeah.
Given the fact that you're the operations director, okay, and that in going to this election will be really different.
Yes.
And I pointed out to Nelson that many people may not realize it, but Johor is very special in a sense that one, we have a lot of party leaders from both sides who actually are in Johor. So you have a lot of UMNO leaders from Johor, vice presidents, then you have MC presidents also here. You have Bersatu president also here. You have the Muda president also here. Okay, the congregation is here, and you probably have the highest number of ministers and deputy ministers. Johor is really an important place. Going forward to the election, what are the issues that you think that the voters will need to be reminded when they cast their votes and when they go for election? What should be the mind for them in making the decision?
I think the voters need to be reminded in terms of deliverables. Which party can deliver for the country? They've tested Pakatan Harapan, and they've tested Barisan Nasional for so many years since independence. But they wanted to change for the sake of trying it out. And personally, Datuk, when the people decided to give Pakatan Harapan a chance, if I was a fence sister, I'm not, obviously, but if I were a fence sitter, I'd probably vote for Pakatan Harapan as a young voter. Why? Because they promise free education. You don't have to pay your PTPTN. Free toll.
Yeah.
They're going to make sure that if they get rid of GST, the prices of goods go down. So those were very big promises that were made, and for the young, they were intrigued. And hey, why not? Let's give it a shot. If BN can't do it, then Page says they can. Let's give them a chance. And they did give them a chance. But based on results, again, Datuk, they did not deliver. When they were pushed to deliver, they said that that the manifesto bukan kitab suci. That means they never had the intentions to deliver to begin with. And it was, through lies and empty promises. So I think, and I hope that the young are reminded of this. I come from a kampung area. I represent Macap, Simparangam, Layang. A lot of people rely on palm oil, Datuk. And when they first took office, the prices of palm oil went down to about 300 ringgit per ton. People were suffering at that point, whether it was Malay, Chinese, or Indian, because Johor is the biggest producer of palm oil. So obviously we were affected. But in terms of leadership, what did they do? They asked orang kampung to makan minyak, minum minyak sawit, drink palm oil, take 1 spoon a day. They thought that's not how you lead a country. You need to see what is the issue and what is the cause and how do you solve that issue. If the issue is you have a problem in terms of demand from China, go and meet the leaders in China. If you need to increase your supply to Europe, go and negotiate. Not ask your people to drink palm oil, Datuk. So, again, as I said, we wasted 4 years in Johor. We've also wasted 4 years for the country. Thailand is ready, moving forward. Indonesia is way ahead. Singapore tak payah cakap lah, Datuk. So, where does it leave Malaysia? Can we afford to lose another 4-5 years? I don't think we can risk it anymore. We cannot experiment anymore. That experimentation period is over. Let's move on. I'm not saying that Barisan Nasional is perfect at all. We have our flaws, and I think it was a blessing in disguise for UMNO as well, for us to, and Barisan Nasional, to look into ourselves and improve ourselves. And that's why Datuk, for me personally, when I started taking office, which was a surprise, I didn't expect to be holding this position. But as a young leader, I cannot fail. Because if I fail, what hope is there for the other young leaders, Datuk? So that's why I hit the ground running right from day one. I was going down, doing spot checks, checking them, ensuring that things were moving and things like that. So, so coming back to that, I think that's what people need to be reminded of.
You did not expect to get a post of MB. You did not lobby for it, but you got the post. Of course, people were taken by surprise, and it of course takes some time for people to accept the fact. Okay, but now it's been a while. Our stakeholders getting used to your style of as Mentri Besar?
Yeah, I do think so, because I think for a lot of people, it's about results. So if you look at the roads in JB, you can see improvements, and that's the feedback that we're getting. If you go to town area, Persada, Doubletree, if you go to HSA, it's things are improving. I'm not saying I've done it all, no, but I'm just saying that we're trying to do it step by step, brick by brick, and I'm trying to get everyone together so that we create results together. It's not a one-man show. I'm not a solo fighter. I do believe in teamwork, and I'm glad that most of the government agencies and my excos are moving together with me.
How would you describe your style of management?
My style of management, what do you think? Dictator? No, no, I'm not dictator. I believe in teamwork. Results through teamwork. I sincerely believe in that. And at the same time, Datuk, I also believe in unity. I've been going down to all districts just to share. And every time we go down, I don't just meet one particular race. We meet all races and we help all races. So, for example, recently there were issues at SJKC Mua, FUNU, Southern University College. You know, doesn't matter to me. In regards to helping Johorians, I'm colorblind.
Okay. In terms of campaigning style, what would it be like this time? Is there going to be a balance of what do you call it, the digital campaigning of Instagram, TikTok, and recording and ceramah as well? Is it going to be both? I don't know. How is it going to be?
I think it will be a mixture of everything. As you know, I think Datuk, you're a seasoned, not politician, but you're seasoned enough to know that um, Barisan's strength is on the ground. But we've also realized that if we do not manage the social media, things can backfire if we don't answer lies or accusations made by irresponsible politicians. So I think based on what's happened in PRN, the state elections and Malacca and also in Johor recently, we've started to up the game so that we can meet them at that battleground. It is a very, very important battleground. So we are going to meet them head on.
Because when it comes to online and Instagram, all of us carry a phone, and the message reached you
Correct.
directly, very fast.
Correct.
Right? But of course, again, that the voters still want to see your face
Yeah.
and to shake hands. They want that. They want that.
Yeah.
They want both.
I'll give you an example. So just 2 days ago, the MP of Moa, there was a program that he did, and he accused UMNO as the culprits of that program, sabotaging his program, the heckling, right? So it had nothing to do with us, and yet he accused us. But through social media, I have to answer because it's our image, it's our reputation at stake. So it's not fair. So that's why I took it to Facebook, and I answered. But it's very irresponsible, So that's why you're right. We have to engage people on social media so that they know the truth.
But with regards to the manifesto, are you planning something different that has been done in the past, or?
Well, we will report to the people what we've done this past 6.5 months in terms of what we promised. So I think at the national level, let them come up with the manifesto. At the state level, it's more to reporting in terms of what we've done over the past 7 months. Jalan from Mersing to Kota Tinggi, for almost 2.5 years, it was not maintained. Because the government at that point, Pakatan Harapan, did not appoint any companies to maintain the roads. They only, then when Datuk Asni and I took office, we started pushing. So Alhamdulillah, we started the road works in September this year. That is just one example.
So from 2018 stop.
2018 to 2022, there was no maintenance for that road. That's why people are complaining like crazy. You know, right? It's bad, but it started already. We have an allocation of 140 million, but we had to beg lah. Obviously, I don't have enough funds to do that kind of maintenance job for Johor. I have to appeal to Putrajaya, and thank God they gave. Jalan from Bekok to Chaah, Bekok to Palo, for example. That one has been approved recently. From Neo to Chaah, also approved recently. So things are moving. it's moving because of alignment. That's why I need to improve on the roads. I need to improve on our internet services, utilities. Again, I need help from the federal government.
So the state's wish list is quite long.
It's long. It's long. It's very long. But Johor deserves better lah. The alignment is key, Datuk. It's crucial, I tell you. That is my major appeal, lah, Datuk. If I had one message for this interview, that would be it.
Do you feel the pressure of former Mentri Besar on one side and the strong palace on the other side?
The pressure, I don't, because firstly, obviously the palace has been very supportive of my leadership so far, and I'm very grateful that Datuk Hasni, as the previous Menteri Besar, has been also very supportive and very understanding of what I'm going through at the moment. In fact, I meet him regularly now, especially as we move towards the GE. So we've got a good working relationship. So I don't feel pressured, to be honest. I feel relief